Hello, YouTube. Ribbit. Anyways, so we have Johnny, and we have our newer competitor using a person who using a team he made up his own. So anyways, he goes out, leads off with Owen, and Johnny leads off with a Politoed. So fearing the Thunderbolt, Volt Switch, whatever, Johnny switches into Ferrothorn to take whatever Jolteon throws at him. And then out comes the Charizard. Yes, this is a solar-powered Charizard. Let's see how it does. So it scares out the Ferrothorn. Out comes Politoed, and the Charizard goes Flamethrower, which does like absolutely diddly squat because of the rain. So then the Charizard comes back because Politoed scares Charizard out, and out comes Hydreigon to take whatever water move comes his way. So that was a nice prediction by Johnny, going for the Toxic to try to Toxic whatever comes in. So now that reveals that it's a defensive Politoed. So it stays in, tries to take the Draco Meteor, takes it somewhat well, goes for the Ice Beam, tries to take out or at least do some damage to Hydreigon. So anyways, knowing that Charizard is Japanese, probably a solar power one, he has to save his Politoed until later. So out comes Ferrothorn, not really fearing anything, especially with the specialty drop. Then Draco Meteor hits again, actually does quite a bit of damage, but that's only because of the critical hit onto Ferrothorn. Otherwise, it would have been nigh effective and really wouldn't have done much. So Hydreigon does the Flamethrower, which again doesn't do much because it's special attack down by 4. Out comes the Stealth Rocks. So now Ferrothorn just set up Stealth Rocks, and Charizard is essentially useless for the rest of the match. So that was a really good play on Jonathan's part. Even though Ferrothorn did get burned, and basically Ferrothorn is out of the game, at least he makes Charizard pretty much non-usable. So in comes the Charizard. At least the Charizard has an odd amount of HP, which helps with the switch in, because now Charizard can be switched in at least twice. So this is the one time that can be switched in, and it has leftovers. So that's really cool. So Dugtrio comes out. Dugtrio is faster, tries to go for the Stone Edge, but misses. And that's one of the things that I really don't like about Stone Edge compared to Rock Slide, because moments like that where it misses and stuff. So now in comes Venusaur to take the Stone Edge that's coming, and Venusaur doesn't take that too well. But Dugtrio goes for Stone Edge yet again. Wow, Venusaur lives at 1 HP and goes for the Earthquake, which takes down the Dugtrio, which is pretty cool. I guess Life Orb Recoil. Bye-bye, Venusaur. Venusaur would have played a nice key role in this battle because of the grass typing. So anyways, out comes Charizard again when Politoed comes out, and Charizard almost dies, but because of lefties, is pretty cool. So then he goes Air Slash, taking out... Oh, didn't take out the Politoed. Wow, that was a tough break. That was a tough break. It really looked like it took out the Politoed. Must have lived with like 1 HP or something. So in comes Haxorus. Haxorus is alright. Hopefully it'll speed Politoed. That would be cool if it did. And it has Mold Breaker, which is pretty good. So he's almost no fear in using Earthquake. So Politoed... Johnny sacrifices Politoed, which to me is very weird, because then it's just really weird. So then Haxorus goes down. I mean, if this is the closer side, if he had Ninetales, I would have switched in Ninetales at this point, because to get rid of the Swift Swim with the rain, but maybe he doesn't have Ninetales. Who knows? So here Owen goes Volt Switch, does okay chunk to Dragonite, and brings it into Lucario, which is actually a pretty good move because it steel resists it. That's not too bad, but Lucario is kind of weak on the defenses, but still not too bad. Kingdra is still locked down to Outrage. Lucario can live another one and retaliate with Force Palm. This is kind of interesting. Well, he gets the Parahack, so that's kind of cool. And gets a Quick Claw on Quick Attack. That's kind of messed up. Anyways, he's got a little parafusion going on with that Kingdra. That's kind of funny. So then here he goes, Bone Rush, knocks out the Kingdra. So, wow, this is kind of weird. So Johnny sends out D-Train because he's Dragonite and he's a train. You can't stop him. D-Train goes for the substitute. Well, let's see what Lucario goes for. He goes for the Force Palm, probably trying to get a paralysis again. But that substitute just it just took it. So now Hurricane in the rain. Mad Beastie, especially on a fighting type, but it's neutral because he's fighting Steel. Anyways, out comes Owen because so he goes straight for the Thunderbolt to break the sub, and it does neutral damage because Dragon Flying, and Dragonite goes straight for the Waterfall. Not sure what was going on there. So Johnny then withdraws D-Train, goes into Mamoswine, predicting the Volt Switch and or Thunderbolt because of the ground. And then now Mamoswine is there, and so now Mamoswine pretty much traps Jolteon because of the Ice Shard life cord recoil, and you lost against Johnny. Thank you very much. Have a good one, and hopefully we see more and more people coming to this event.